Namaste, everyone. I am Hope from the Hope Interfaith Center, and we are recording right from our temple. And right now it is January 12th, 2021, and this is the new moon. We are starting a new cycle of the moon cycles, and the indigenous tribes, the Aboriginals, the Greeks, the Egyptians, the Mayans, all over the world, there's a collective consciousness going on where they're harnessing the energy of this fantastic new cycle of the new moon. This is the time where many people come together and they set their New Year's intentions. Now, you may have set an intention on January 1st or indeed on December 31st, but the indigenous tribes, the Aboriginals, the Egyptians, and so on and so forth, they set the intentions for a worldwide communication of consciousness on always the first moon of January. And this is what we would call the new moon on January 12th, 2021. So I'm assuming that many of you are watching the news. I'm also, in some ways, assuming that many of you have been reading the headlines and knowing what is going on. We are heading towards an enormous opportunity to help right now. The collective of all of your angels, guides, and holy ones, the collective of all the masters and especially the goddesses, are coming together on this particular day of the new moon and then some to ask all of us, the light workers, to collectively come together and set an intention for 2021. You can set that personally, or you can set that planetarily, and as well as you can set the intention for this new year for the United States of America. Yes, a lot is happening. So come gather with me. Right now, as you're watching this, I would like you just for a moment, once again, just to take a deep breath, breathe in, hold it. Good job. Breathe out slowly. Good job. Breathe in, hold it. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in, hold it. Breathe out. Feel your expansiveness. Remember, we are much bigger than any narrative that is going on at this time. That collective consciousness on this day of the new moon, January 12th, 2021. Some of you might be listening to this a little later, but that's okay. You can set your intentions tomorrow, the next day, or the next day. But remind yourself that all over the world, the indigenous tribes, the Aboriginals, the Native Polynesians, the Eskimos, and certainly the Mayans, our Greek fellow beings, as well as the Egyptians, Mesopotamia, all over the world, collectively came together on the new moon of each year to set an intention for world peace. The divine goddess is here within each and every one of you. She is here to help what is happening upon your planet. And as soon as we come together in this collective prayer, which I will be saying to you just shortly, is that the divine goddess, the divine feminine, who is tenderhearted, loving and kind and peaceful, and yet very powerful, is here to embrace, to create a new reality. The goddess of peace is named Irene. She is a Grecian goddess. And I would ask you to invoke her and invite her to come into you. She is known as a woman as tender-hearted. She is known as a collective consciousness that is wise. She holds a cornucopia of infinite possibilities, as well as she is depicted in many, many pictures as a woman who holds a torch of light, not of darkness. So come just for a moment and increase this energetic frequency with the Goddess Irene. And set the intention that as we move closer and closer to the inauguration day in the United States of America, that we can invoke peace and peace will come. We can concentrate on tenderness and tenderheartedness, and we can indeed increase that consciousness and move it across our nation right now on this spectacular new moon. And so if you allow me, I'm going to read the prayer that I wrote this morning as I was getting ready for one of my classes to invoke the Goddess Irene. Dear Irene, the most generous goddess of peace, I invoke you. Most gracious of all the goddesses, fair of face and tender of heart. You who live in me as well as within all, please come forth now. Come forth within my words, within my thoughts, and within my deeds. I know that your energy is the blessed horn of plenty, and that you are an easer of tension. I know that you are the soother of wrath. I know that you are the resolver of conflict. I invoke you within me now and within all to find the better angel within us, to ease the tension that is going on in our nation right now, and to soothe the conflict in our United States of America. Let us all set the intention that in these next few days, as we move towards the inauguration, peace shall prevail. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for listening and joining me in the collective consciousness of the Divine Feminine of bringing peace. Peace shall prevail. God bless you all. Namaste.